Hello and welcome to EBADay 2019 in Stockholm. I'm Hannah Wallace, and kindly joining me now in the TV studio is Veerle Damen from Natwest. Hello Veerle, it's lovely to see you again.
Hi, good afternoon.
So yes, you've just been on a session this morning that covered the pain points of correspondent banking. So to start off then, could you tell us what were the key points of discussion?
So we started with a polling question on what people thought were the key pain points for the correspondent banking industry, in particular for cross-border payments. And actually, interestingly, AML and KYC was a clear front runner for all of the pain points, following by lack of transparency, following by standardization, as well as cybersecurity and fraud. Interestingly enough though, the speed of regulation, which I thought was going to be much higher up on the list, came second to last, as well as talent. So that was an interesting takeaway. And then the key risk of all of the transformation we're going through was actually around liquidity requirements, which is now 24/7, 365. So that's a key takeaway on how we as an industry are actually dealing with that change. But overall, we all agree that cooperation in the industry, working together, not reinventing the wheels, but also taking into account our customer requirements are actually key, and that if we do that, we will all end up in a better place. And ultimately, transformation is an opportunity for the industry as well.
And now Veerle, you're Head of Network Management and International Product for Natwest. How is network management driving value for customers in the evolving payments and securities landscape?
The role of network management has actually changed substantially. So in the past, we would very much focus on managing the relationships with the provider we have as an organization, where now we as a team get much more involved in the actual customer journey. So we look at what the international journey, payments journey is for a customer from start to end, so the customer right up to the end beneficiary. And that's been a real change. Additionally, I have teams that look after the relationship with SWIFT as well as the international payments product, and that together with network management actually complements each other very well, which means we can work together on making sure that we have the right strategy in place and we ultimately offer the best experience to our customers.
Wonderful. And now we're coming to the end of EBADay. And walking around, what have been your key takeaways that you would highlight?
Really a number of points. Obviously regulation, as much as it wasn't high on the agenda of my panel, is still very important for the industry. I think what was interesting is that the future of correspondent banking, transaction banking, is actually quite actively discussed. And yesterday we had a comparison to international phone calls. So international phone calls used to be very expensive and was the actual revenue generator for telecommunications companies, where now making an international call doesn't cost anything, and how they've adapted their revenue model to it, and how we as an industry need to start looking at that as well. So I think that's the key takeaway, but ultimately cooperation. It's great to see that all the European key stakeholders are here today, the banks as well as the fintechs. We're all talking, we're all working together. We've had some very lively debates, and again, ultimately cooperation continues to be key to help the industry and help our customers and move forward.
Wonderful, and safe to say it's been a fantastic event.
It has been.
And I'll let you get back out there. Veerle, as always, thank you very much.
Thank you too.